We're live.
I think so. Welcome to SCV Chat. We are very nicely dressed hosts for the evening, GCB and Moose. And before
Don't
we
get
get
used to
started,
this.
the views and opinions expressed in this broadcast are not necessarily the views and opinions of the SCV's GEC, nor Division Brigade camps or any other subsidiaries, strictly those expressing.
Way to butcher the word subsidiary.
I always do. Welcome to SCV Chat.
So it is currently almost 6 o'clock.
Yeah, on a Saturday afternoon.
Yes, it is. Oh, bite me.
Yes, I'm a life member.
Yeah, I'm a life member too, but I don't have the.
Yeah, no. This was a gift when I got it.
Um,
I'll explain it one day.
along with the nickname Moose.
Never.
Okay, so you have, if you're tuning in watching us, we're right before the Grand Banquet and Ball here at Arkansas. Day 4, final day of the National Reunion, and this is your National Reunion Daily Recap. So, hey, we almost did it on time where we wanted to.
Hey, that's a first.
Yeah,
I'm kind of shocked in
so
myself.
I am very shocked myself.
The funny thing is it's by mistake.
Yeah. It just happens to work this out. Hello, David Perkins.
Thank you, sir.
Don't get used to it.
No, we usually dog crap.
Yeah, your hair's messy and
Mine
things
always
of that
is.
nature. Yeah. Very vain for a couple guys checking your hair in the camera.
Yeah, no, we just did that, and I kind of stopped for a minute. I was like, yeah, that just happened live in front of about 1,000 people that are going to watch this, probably. Maybe.
Hopefully.
Hopefully only a couple hundred watched the last one.
So let's do our recap for today. Today started for me at about. Well, really
You
hadn't
didn't sleep.
ended. I did not. Because at 2 a.m., what's the point of going to sleep when you have to be up at 5?
Yeah, it was interesting.
So we started the day off with not the opening ceremonies, the ballot opening of the vote on the constitutional amendment. We can report now that the reunion is over that all the proposed constitutional amendments failed this year. None of them passed, so the Constitution is remaining the same. I started off with that. We had our Army meetings. The Army of Trans-Mississippi had their meeting. AOT had their meeting, and AMB had their meeting. Don't know what happened in those separate meetings. All I can attest to is what happened in the Army of Tennessee meeting, and we've been hinting on this. I announced my candidacy for Army of Tennessee councilman next year in Charleston, South Carolina.
Whoop, whoop.
I will be putting more information out about my resume for those that are not familiar with it, even though I did a whole video.
I was about to say, if not, go watch the career of Conroe.
Yeah.
So far.
As well as what I want to do as your Army councilman if I'm elected. But we got a whole year for that. Afterwards, we came back to General Convention, where we received reports from the historian-in-chief,
Bald guy.
the voice of the SCV, our own Conway Twitty.
The winner of Cross Bachelor.
Yes, who is on the board of directors of Beauvoir, the last home of Jefferson Davis and Confederate Shrine in Biloxi, Mississippi. Go check it out if you've never been there. On behalf of Beauvoir, we have started working towards a partnership. I say we. I'm a corporation member, but not an officer. We have started working on a partnership with the National Museum at Elm Springs. And one of the things that we have loaned is a copy of Jefferson Davis's death mask. It was very popular back in the Victorian era. When somebody passed away, they would do a plaster cast of their face, and they would, it would look as they looked when they passed away. There's one for Robert E. Lee out there. There's one for Jefferson Davis out there. Things of that nature. So he was able to do that. He was able, we had the report on the Lee Jackson Park in Virginia.
Very cool place, by the way.
Right.
Go check it out, and I'll put a link one day to their website.
The Relief Committee, which we're in hurricane season, and in the Gulf South, that means, potentially stuff can happen between now and September. So if something does happen, if a natural disaster does strike, whether it's a fire like what happened to Gatlinburg, or a hurricane like Katrina, or a system of tornadoes that comes through and destroys, SCV members can request relief through that. Trying to think of what else we had reports on. I was busy outside.
The SCV chat actually gave their official report.
Nah.
Yeah.
Y'all are all
Y'all
aware of what
already
we're
know
doing.
of everything
We can go ahead and tell y'all, that we'll be launching our Patreon not Monday because we're off Monday, not Tuesday because we'll be on Look Around Southwest Florida with Sean, not Thursday. You taking off Thursday?
I might.
We're probably gonna take off
yeah.
Thursday. We're beat. We're bushed. But we will be launching our Patreon, where for $10 a month you can help take SCV Chat to the next level.
Among other things that we have yet to reveal.
We're gonna go ahead and reveal that here in a second.
Really?
I think we should.
I think we should as well.
Okay. We're here. We want to be here. The only way we can get here is if you share and Patreon. We gave our report. That is correct. Trying to think. There was a report from the Sam Davis Christian Youth Camp. We had resolutions and things of that, which got interesting. And we had a post-GEC meeting. And we announced our change in our lineup with Look Around the Confederation to try to streamline things, get everybody a little bit more interested in I'm sorry, I just saw Robert Juleson and I love his tongues.
Oh my gosh. McNabbit. All right, continue.
You can barely see him.
Oh no.
You picking up what I'm putting down?
Oh no.
It's great.
PCB.
It's great.
Oh.
He would blend into a woodland atmosphere. Digressing. So for Look Around the Confederation, we're actually taking that name and we're going to expand upon it. We're actually looking around the Confederation. We already are, but really highlighting each army every single week, so that the army commanders can get out there and really we'll have very interesting that way. So week one is Commander's Comments.
Oh, yeah, week one's Commander Comments.
With the Commander-in-Chief and the Chief of Heritage Operations. Week two is the Army of Northern Virginia. Week three is Army of Tennessee. Week four is Army of Trans-Mississippi. And then we're going to redo that, following each month. Now, with the news that y'all send in, we're going to move in a little bit so y'all can hear us a little bit better and readjust our angle. Thank God for these things.
That's an interesting angle.
So the news that y'all send in, we're going to cover on the first half of Look Around, as well as the two table or the we'll split the news between SCV Chat in the first and Look Around in the second. So we're looking forward to that. The Confederate Legion update, when we have one of those, we will put that on a Monday show.
Yeah.
We're going back to our old format that we had in season 1 and season 2 that seemed to have gone very well for us. We tried to shake things up this year and do that. It'd be like that sometimes. We're still going to have Hearth and Home on the final week. We're still going to try to have Carl on the Monday before. But we're going to we're still going to expand out of 1861 to 1865, between 1607 and modern day. But we're going to start walking back to 1861 to 65 a little bit.
Roots of SCV Chat.
Well, and the reason why is and I'll go ahead and say the reason why we wanted to show the rest of the world that the South's importance, but also if you go just with the war between the states, with this war between the states as we are in this organization, you go crazy.
Oh yeah, we go crazy quite a bit.
Yeah. Trying to think of what else. We've got our live stream set for when the banquet actually starts. We just got that set up.
Yeah.
Of course, if you're hearing any background noise, that's people getting set up for that. But right now, we're actually that's pretty much our recap. So we're gonna go to the bar and have a RC. Says we don't drink Coke. Actually, any company that wants soft drink company or Pop Tarts, Kellogg's that want to send us a sponsorship,
Snack that smiles back.
Goldfish Can, the American Tobacco Company out of
That is
Memphis.
copyrighted. I
Um,
just realized that.
Yeah, well, it's in the public, fair and public use domain. So guys, if any of y'all want to do things, let us know.
SCVYouthOutreach@gmail.com.
Definitely, still, if you have pictures and stuff like that from this past reunion, send them to us. We're gonna try to do that. If you have video,
Probably cover that on the Monday we come back.
Right.
For SCV Chats reunion episodes.
Right. So we're not sure the date on the top of our heads, but it's there. It's at some point.
It's on the calendar.
Yeah. It won't be this Monday. It'll be the next.
Yeah.
So 2 weeks from now. I know y'all will miss us.
Yes.
I actually didn't bring mine. So, yeah, so.
Good morning.
Anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here because we've got a long night of broadcasting ahead.
We're about to go live for more likely 2 hours.
Right. So definitely tune in.
Tune in.
We may, because I'm now logged back in on the phone, we may do a roaming thing. You want to do a roaming thing?
Yeah.
Here,
Let's go see our people.
Hold on.
Yeah,
While
put something on.
Hold on.
Snack the smiles.
There is a place, nestled in the rolling farmland of southern Middle Tennessee. A home, constructed in 1837, nearly lost to the ravages of war. Saved by a servant and a Confederate general. A place where families loved and lost. If walls could talk, what stories could be told? If a place, a home, can feel love, loss, pain, surely this is one of those places. Nearby is a more recent structure, and inside are the stories of heroes and heroines, stories of battles won and lost. Stories of sacrifices made by the people of its native soil. A place that will tell the true and complete story of the Southland and the war fought for its freedom. From the causes that led to the conflict to the modern-day struggles to protect Southern history. Historic Elm Springs and the Confederate Museum at Elm Springs are the general headquarters for the Sons of Confederate Veterans. A place where the story of the Southland and its historic struggle is preserved and told. Come and discover your history.
All right, so we're back in the Crystal Ballroom.
With a crystal ball.
Yes, with a tree and the disco ball in chief. Robert, so and for those that don't know, Robert is the reason why he's put in a lot of sweat equity up at headquarters. He's the reason why we have those wonderful timelines up. Robert's been a supporter of Chad from the beginning. I love the tugs.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate
I love it.
I had to do something to step up and beat Eric, and so the only thing I could come up with was a total camo suit and everything else. But when he come out with sparklies and everything else, I think he got it.
I think no, this is a draw. I would call this because of the pants. It's a draw.
Yeah,
if
it's
it's
a
just
whole
in the
thing.
coat.
Well, I mean, he's also got the hunter orange vest and tie.
Yeah.
And this,
Sorry,
my
you must
wife
be this
Carrie
tall to be
is
in
also.
I am that tall.
So, anyway, we're going to mosey around some and kill some time. It's going good. We're live. They haven't seen you since last year when you ran around going, woo, woo, woo.
Had a lot of people get for the convention on there so far.
Oh, yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. So now we're going to sneak over here.
I might have a suitcase just for boots. What's going on?
It's Adam. Adam's wearing the beige this evening.
Got my,
You want to introduce your wife?
yeah, this is
corn dog in chief.
He said it. He said it. I haven't said anything.
You're my favorite.
She's not going to kill me. All right, we're going to keep moseying around and talking to people.
That's the old corn dog.
Hey, Caleb.
No.
You said it again.
No, I didn't. No lies.
You just heard his voice, but now you're putting a face to the voice.
Good evening, everyone.
Okay. Wasn't expecting that.
Really don't. The hardest thing was getting everybody lined up.
Beggars cannot be choosers. And then we've got
The commander in chief.
I was waiting on the finger puppet. Sorry.
Oh, that's what you were waiting on, was finger
I was
puppet.
waiting on the finger puppet.
Well,
Here she is.
I've noticed that when you have it up high enough that you can see everybody's face, you just see the top of my head. So I'm kind of wondering just how short I am. Oh, thank you for that. I really appreciate that. You know, that's nothing, but there is something. You want to film something?
I've already gotten for Betty's coat.
Okay.
Good morning. Hey, sweetheart.
So this is Larry's
I
better
got
half.
something.
The real fast commander in chief. Annette.
Hi.
I have no idea.
Why?
Oh, okay.
So,
I feel like I'm about to get hit for having.
well, anyway, now that you're done with your first national reunion as commander in chief, how do you feel?
Relieved.
You ready to get back to work?
Never stop.
I know. That's what I want a lot of people to understand is while this is a fun trip, a fun vacation for us, the work really never stops. Never stops for our GEC officers. Never stops for Chad. We try to do the work of the Confederation here.
Yes.
And it is the work of the Confederation, but when you're together with brothers, it's more like a vocation than a vacation.
Yes. Well, you know, we drove in on Monday, took most of the day to get here. Tuesday come along and, you know, I tried to be a little bit of a tourist. I got to go to the Gangster Museum, got to look around a little bit, but I'd see members. And, you know, you end up talking to members. And then Wednesday we had a pre-reunion meeting. And when that started, since then it has been constant. I've had I've had investment committee meetings. Then we would have the business session, then I'd meet back with the investment committee, then the museum committee. You know, generally been going until about 6 o'clock at night within the different meetings. And even after the business session's over with, you have to figure out what you're going to do next and
Right.
what you're going to do that's for the benefit of that organization.
Right.
Because that's what it's all about.
Right, because, you know, as a past division commander, you know, we only had one day and I had to get through all that business. I can't imagine, you know, somebody going long-winded for 2 days straight and having to figure out how to do the rest of the business that needs to get done because the person's long-winded for 2 days straight.
Yes, it happens. It's all part of it. You know, the thing is, I wanted a lot of the committees to be able to give reports. I know we have the book of reports, and they can easily review those, but there's a lot of committees that have never spoken to them.
Right.
And I wanted to get them out there and let people know these. We have 16 committees in our standing orders, and it was important to me to get a lot of them out there for everybody.
Right, and you know, sometimes, you know, because we have to publish those reports, in May, April, sometimes at the very latest June 1st. Changes happen. That's why we have chat.
Oh, yes. But I think it's been a great reunion. I want to thank the Keller Camp for the work that they've done in putting this on. I thank the Arkansas Division. They have done a fantastic job. The whole time here at the Arlington Hotel, I've had a wonderful time. Everybody's been nice. The staff's been nice. I have no complaints. I'm sure people can complain about me. But that's okay. I stood in front of everybody for 3 days.
You weren't long-winded.
Yeah, I can't help it.
Yeah, no, you weren't. You were short, sweet, to the point, just like normal.
No, I think I could have done without the paddle.
No, you couldn't.
Well, you know, don't judge me.
Yeah, I'm not.
How about
I'm not. With friends like us, who needs enemies?
You got that right.
One thing everybody's wanting to know is, how was your tour schedule for your suite?
Often. Very few times did I open the door that somebody was not out there taking pictures. People would knock on the door, ring the doorbell. Some of them were SCB members. A lot of people just wanted to come see the Al Capone stuff.
Did they think you were Al Capone?
See that.
I don't think they ever judged me like that.
Okay.
You know, I don't think I look like Al Capone.
Well, I didn't say that you did. I didn't say that you didn't. I just wondering if they thought, oh, well, this must be Al Capone because it's sweet.
Well,
People are historically ignorant.
well, I don't think they would have called me Big Al when I opened the door anyway.
Well, Anne has, so
Well,
Haskell.
Well, I'm not going to make a comment on Ann McCaskill.
Smart man.
Yeah, she's already punished me enough over the years. I don't want to give her any more reasons.
What do you think about Eric's coat?
Well, looks like he was brought up on a glitter farm, is what it looks like.
Well, we've given him a new title as Disco Ball in Chief.
Oh, that would work. Yeah. All we would have to do is,
And I have some paracord.
that's all we got to do.
Uh,
All we got to do is just sit there and, put him on top of a ladder and just put him on a rotating deal for him to spin around and shine flashlights
I
on.
was going to say, we can use your flagpole to poke him.
Oh, well, I'm not going to do that to him because I'm afraid he would bust.
Well, with that too, you may get something on your flag.
Oh, no, I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah, we won't do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, you have to mix and mingle. We
Well,
have to mix and
I
mingle.
have one thing that if you want to film something, I got to give him something. See, I've been stringing him along for a long time about something.
You can now look and touch.
He is
Out
now,
of context. That sounds awful.
for a long time, he's been wanting the Commander-in-Chief coin, but because he asked for it, I just couldn't do it. And I gave his daddy one, and I told his daddy,
Well, you know what would have been great? Is if he'd have found one of the old Commanders in Chiefs coins.
They gave it to me and I didn't
yeah.
read it for a
Well,
second.
when I gave Forrest his, I go, you can let him look at it, but he can't touch it. And I had to leave it there, but he's done such a great
My
job.
father legit put it on a little shelf at the house that says, "Do not touch, boy."
But, he's done such a great job here at the reunion. I've asked him to do a bunch of running, getting people out of the audience, helping me get stuff done, and he's been fantastic.
How about that second to get out of business today? That was pretty quick, wasn't it?
The what doing who?
The second to get out of to adjourn. That was a pretty quick one. You didn't know I could be an auctioneer, did you?
Well, you went through it pretty quick.
Yes, sir.
You did. Yes, you did.
All right, we're now coming over here so Jason can mix and mingle with Paul Cramlin Jr., past Commander-in-Chief, the legend.
Good evening.
What'd you think?
That's a year story.
How do I think? Good so far. Real smooth for the most part. Very smooth. No fist fights. That's always good.
That's okay.
Yeah. But if you do, that's when we'll make up.
Go out to
Like
the park,
family.
Just go out to the parking garage and Jason will get a switch after the 1 o'clock.
That's true. But we ain't had to do that. That's good.
Works out for all of our favorites.
Yep, exactly.
Frank Powell.
Frank Powell walked off.
I see Frank Powell. I'm going to grab Frank Powell because Frank Powell has there's a special anniversary for him, and we're going to talk about that. Okay, here he is. So, we're trying to surprise you with an impromptu interview.
Okay, good.
So this is your what number in a row consecutive national reunion?
This is my 34th national reunion
34th.
in a row.
How long have you been editor in chief?
20 years.
So he's been 14 years more. I'm 30, so he's been coming here 4 years longer than I have been alive.
I'm 24.
And this Miss Sarah, his lovely bride.
Yeah, but they can't see you.
So what do you think about the reunion?
I thought it was a good reunion. We had very heated discussions, which makes it interesting. I have been to some where we didn't have that and it was boring. And I have been to some where it was even more heated and that was too much heat. But this one was just right. This was just right.
Well, we were talking about earlier, passionate discussion means that the membership's caring about what's going on.
Yes, they do care. Yes.
So that's good.
It is good.
Anyway, we're going to walk around some more, enjoy the rest of y'all's evening.
Thank
we're going
you.
to bring Frank on at some point on either Look Around or of SCB Chat. Music's about to start, so we're going to go ahead and move out before it gets too loud.
We do have a video.
Yeah. Hey. All right, we are here with our buddy Kenny Ramsey, the councilman for the Army of Virginia. How do you think they're doing?
Outstanding. One of the best in about 8 years.
Are you ready for Charleston?
Absolutely. Already signed up, ready to go.
Good. Remember, you can register right now for next year's reunion online if you want to. Go ahead and do it now. Like, I'm going to be getting my room relatively soon.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, thank you, Kenny. We're going to grab some more people.
All right.
All right. All the
Been
big
watching y'all. Y'all doing a great
All
job.
the big wigs are starting to come in. My cousin Charles is great. Charles, how do you think the reunion went?
Doing very well. It's good. And this is such a great location. I was here in 2009, and I was hoping the atmosphere, basically us taking over the hotel would happen again, and we've got that same atmosphere this year. So I think it's really been great. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody. Okay, great seeing y'all. Thanks.
Thank you, Charles.
All right. See you, sir. That man won an award from us this year.
He did.
Oh,
All right, we're gonna slide. We're gonna slide over here.
Someone that needs our attention.
We need your prolific thoughts.
I've got a lot of thoughts about prolific.
How do you think the reunion went?
Here.
Yes, this is live. Hundreds of
How do you
people
think the
watching.
reunion went?
Well, it's not over yet, but I think so far it's gone well.
What's your favorite part?
My favorite part, I'd have to say the banquet.
That's about to happen.
Yeah, we haven't got there.
Bunch of anticipation. All right, Carl needs a cold one. We're gonna let him go. This is yeah, it's live right there. All right, this lady we have never brought on chat before. But she is. Come on, Miss Cindy. This lady is one of the most dedicated women for our cause. If you've never met her, Cindy White, she works at headquarters. She's been there for about 2 years. I'm only saying that because I don't want to say how long it's been.
I'm proud of it. 21 years.
21 years. And
Since I was 3.
And she's only 28.
That's
So
right.
there, I walked back. Anyway, Miss Cindy is she's an institution at SCB, and we love Miss Cindy.
Yes, we do.
So
She's the best.
We talked about our GEC officers and Adam, but we really know who runs the show, and it's Miss Cindy. So, and that's Jill, who's in charge of merchandising. Hopefully she brought some comfortable shoes for dancing. Thank you. Now, this is one guy who I'm happy to bring in here. This is past Commander-in-Chief Tom Strang. Tom started SCB TV when he was Lieutenant Commander-in-Chief, which was kind of the birth of chat and our idea of going videos and stuff like that. I've known Tom. I was worked under him when he was Lieutenant Commander-in-Chief, Commander-in-Chief. He was pallbearers at my daddy's funeral. I love him like another daddy. Big Daddy's a good man here, so we'll walk around.
I would kiss you on the cheek, but we're on live TV.
We are on live TV, so.
Yeah.
Anyway,
only
James Patterson.
Yeah, how you doing there, Connor Vaughn?
All right, James Patterson's in charge of the the museum
Fundraising committee. Give often. We need all the money you can send to us. We need to get this museum paid off where we can do a lot of greater things, make SCB Chat global. Have Connor Vaughn and his good friend here. Oh, there he is.
Oh, Moose.
Worldwide,
Yeah, so
That's scary.
We can have our own TV channel if y'all will just help us get this museum
let's
paid
get the
for.
museum paid off, and then we're crawling right now, but if we get that paid off, we can run. Come on,
We're gonna
folks,
be
we
running.
can do it.
That's
So,
it.
we're going to walk around a little bit more, grab Jimmy Hill, and then we're going to end this portion of the stream and pick it up inside. So thank you,
All right.
James.
You're live.
Great. That's Kelvin Hart, commander of the Florida Division. is Jimmy Hill, Commander of the Army of Tennessee. Y'all, how do y'all think the reunion went? Besides, a couple of hiccups at the start.
It was all right. We're not going to be your most lively audience, I don't think.
Well, I mean, we're getting everybody.
It's been a long day.
We often talk about SCV chat start. If it weren't for Calvin and the reunion in Jacksonville, we wouldn't have started SCV chat. So it's all Calvin's fault, good or bad.
Just the birthplace.
Yeah, well, still. So when are we having another reunion in Jacksonville?
I know. That's right.
Who knows what'll happen next?
9 months later, we have this.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey.
Oh, yeah. Well, I asked somebody about it the other day. They said, yeah, Calvin said about 100 years, so.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to walk around some more. Thank you, guys. All right. Well, guys, chat. All right. So for those that don't know, this is J.C. Hanna. He's commander of the Army of Trans-Mississippi. J.C., how do you think the reunion went?
It went quite well. There was no fight. Everybody seemed to be getting along fine.
Well, if there was a fight, I want to propose a constitutional amendment next year that they go out to the parking lot, they fight there, loser gets a switch weapon from the commander-in-chief.
I would second that.
All right, heard it here first, y'all. All right, we're actually gonna end stream right here with that. We're going to pick up stream later on once we get everything done. So y'all tune in, keep watching. We appreciate everything. So y'all have a great one. All right.